Hey, it's Necktie. Welcome to episode 5 of Road to 5 Million. In this episode, we're taking a load of used packaging from Sierra Vista, Arizona to Yuma, Arizona. Let's get into it. Alrighty. I already have my mirror set, so you guys don't have to go through all that painful process. Get this started up. You know what I haven't ever done yet? Let's do a pre-trip inspection. So, turn our lights and our flashers on, make sure everything works. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this game trolling me right now? I'm pulling a Swift trailer. Well played. Game well played. I'm not seeing any lights. Why don't I have lights? There we go. All of the blinkers on the sides of the trailers aren't working. I guess they just don't work. Okay. Well, there you go, folks. We did our pre-trip. We can't actually get out and kick the tires or anything, so that's what we have to work with. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh, one thing. I need to... Actually, no, I don't. We're fine. Alright, I'm assuming we go right. In this big old Kenworth W900. It's been one hell of a day today. And yes, everything I'm about to bitch about is completely first world problems. I understand that, but I was excited because the Modern Warfare 2 campaign early access dropped today. So I was gonna do my first live stream, which I did. And then probably 4 minutes into it, I had to alt-tab out of the game to do something, and OBS crashed. So, of course, being my first stream, I had no freaking clue what the hell was going on or anything, and once I figured it out, I restarted the stream, and then played for about an hour or so. Had to go to the bathroom, so transitioned to my break screen. And for some reason, when I did that, OBS crashed again for the second time. I was like, okay. So I got everything fired back up again, and then continued playing. A couple of missions I got really frustrated at. Like, really frustrated at. And,
Go straight.
went to take another bathroom break in about another hour or so, whatever it was, and so I went to my break screen, everything was fine, and I was gonna play some music for this one, so I alt-tabbed out to start my playlist. Came back from the bathroom, and OBS had crashed again, so had to start it up again. And then I got to a point in the game that was even more frustrating than the first part, because it was you had to sneak around and not be spotted by people that were looking for you, basically, but then you had to try and find shit to craft stuff, which that's not... I don't know why the hell they put that in a Call of Duty game, but whatever. But that's not my bag, so it was super frustrating. And I just got so pissed off, I just shut the stream off and then deleted the 5-hour stream that I had at that point, so I lost all those view hours and everything, but it was, you know, first stream. Whatever. I think it was just me and my wife watching it at the time. I canned it anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I did look, though, when I deleted the video that it did say that I had 7 concurrent viewers at one time, so I guess that's pretty good, considering all the big YouTubers were doing the same damn thing I was doing today. So... okay. Right on red violation. You're in a fucking truck game. And you have to pull out a little bit in order to not hit the freaking pole with your trailer. So stop giving me a red light violation. Okay, breathe, Ty. It's all good. You're playing truck sim. No need to stress out. It's just a game. Got it. But yeah, that's one of the other reasons I found American Truck Simulator, is because being 48 years old, for those that don't know, I'm 48. Being 48 years old and playing Call of Duty, even though I love it, like playing multiplayer and stuff, it's just like, I'm not trying to, you know, go pro. I just want to sit down and, you know, shoot some people like I used to do back in the day, as the old people say. But back then it was fun because you could have your buddies all in the same lobby and, you know, team up. And you may run into another group of 4 or 5 guys that were all doing the same thing, and you may get somewhat of a rivalry, but you can't even do that nowadays because of skill-based matchmaking. So they disband every lobby, or after every game, the lobby's disbanded so they can search for more people. And you would think that skill-based matchmaking, okay, so you're playing against your same skill level. Well, yes and no. The way they have that set up is, I mean, you can get your butt kicked for 5 games in a row, but then you can have one really good game where you can't miss. And, so that keeps you playing. Well, I guess it keeps people playing. It doesn't keep me playing. But the thing is, you have no idea if you're getting any better at the game. Back when I started playing Call of Duty in 2005? 2006? Yeah, I got my butt kicked on a regular basis playing multiplayer. But I learned how to get better. I learned how to counter different things.
After 50 yards, turn
But nowadays the developers have created so many safe spaces and all this other crap to appeal to everyone. And really it just comes down to money. That's all they're, you know. They get these people that spend $20, $30 on a damn player skin. And that's what I mean, they make millions off that crap, so I guess it works. It's not fun. So, I don't know. I was thinking about playing more Call of Duty on the channel, which I may still... I mean, I started with a Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare campaign. So I think I'm still going to continue with doing those campaigns, but I don't know if I'm ever going to make a video on me doing, like, camo challenges or anything like that. I don't even know if I'll live stream any of that. I may. I don't know. But getting back to the point, that's where I found games like this, and the first one I found was Farming Simulator 19. And a lot of people laughed at me when I started playing that game, but it was just so damn relaxing. You're just, you know, obviously farming. Driving a tractor, combine, whatever, you know, plowing, harvesting, and it's just relaxing, kind of like this is for me. Like, just in the amount of time I've been doing this, I'm way more relaxed than I was at all this afternoon. So that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, I like these. Oh, what do we have here? Why are the brakes so weird in this truck? Okay, lady, keep going, keep going. I don't know if you're a lady, but I'm just sorry for assuming.
Go straight.
Yeah, so that's the kind of games I'm into, and I would, for those that are farm simulator types, I've played very little of Farm Sim 22 right now because I got into Truck Sim, and then Way of the Hunter came out, and I've been trying to play that, which I realize I really suck at hunting, but I was thinking about making some content on that. And yeah, so back to Farm Sim 22. So in case you haven't seen my room tour video, my main monitor I play on is a 49-inch super ultra wide. So that's 5120 by 1440. Now, if I record at that, it creates... sorry, I was concentrating on the turn there. Or making sure I was going the right way. If I record at that aspect ratio, on mobile devices, it's super small because it creates a letterbox at the top and bottom. And it's just not conducive at all for mobile devices. So what I do is I play at 2560 by 1440. So basically, I have black bars on the left side and the right side of my screen, and then the game plays in the center at the 2560 by 1440. Now, works fine for Truck Sim, obviously, because I'm doing it perfectly fine. For some reason, Farming Simulator will not do it properly. And if I get it to do it properly, it does something funky with the aspect ratio and squishes everything. So I've thought about, because actually in Farm Sim, for what you see on the menus in the main part of the screen, like if you're in the field, for those that you would not see the money. Basically, you wouldn't see the stuff that's up in the corners. So you wouldn't see my menu, you wouldn't see the vehicle speed, you wouldn't see the mini map, and you wouldn't see what time it was or how much money I had. But other than that, you're seeing everything else. And basically, so I guess one way to think about it is if I played it or did it like that, wow, I guess I'm not speeding, I'm going the speed limit. If I did do it like that, I guess it would be nothing different than when you play the game, you can actually hide the menu anyway. So that's kind of how it would be. Now, if I went into the game menu, for example, to like do different settings or see what crop prices are or something like that, you would not be able to see the stuff on the left side of the screen, the menu portion, but you would see what I'm looking at. So if I pulled up the map to buy land or something like that, you would see me what land I bought. You just wouldn't see the menu on the left-hand side of the screen. So I don't know. I may have to try it, see what people think, unless I can get it figured out somehow. But Farm Sim is just a pain in the ass when it comes to aspect ratios. Not to mention, even in the settings, it says it's 32 by 10, which it's not. It's 32 by 9. So I don't know if it's a Farm Sim thing or, well, I say that. I know it's a Farm Sim thing because every other one of my games I play is just fine. Okay, get in the right gear, Ty. Concentrate. Yeah, I couldn't exit right there because it was closed, so I get to detour. So yeah, bottom line is where I'm at. now in my life, I prefer games like this. Now, don't get me wrong, I still like Call of Duty, and I will finish the campaign. And I will probably even do videos on this campaign at some point, since I'm doing all of the other ones I played. But I will say, though, for the views I do get on the videos that I have out, which I've got, what's the date today? The 20th. So I have 20 videos out because I've done one each day this month, and I started my uploads October 1st. So out of the views I do have on my videos, it looks like my ATS videos are doing way better than the Call of Duty. Which would also make sense because I think most of the people that are subscribing or watching my stuff are older. Which I think YouTube told me today that 100% of my viewers are between the ages of 35 and 44, which I don't believe that's correct at all, but anyway. That's what they're saying.
Right. After 50 yards, exit right ahead.
It's gonna want me all the way over here. Oh, no, it's just gonna want me right here because I need to... That's right. We couldn't make our turn because we had to detour, so that's what we're doing.
Exit right ahead.
So yeah, wow, I'm just a babbling machine tonight, aren't I? So I hope I can get the farm sim thing figured out, or to where it at least looks decent. I may have to do a test recording on it. Because that's the other thing, with my age, and people working all sorts of, different schedules and everything, I haven't played multiplayer anything for 8 years, probably. Okay, I take that back. I've played with the kids a couple of times playing Warzone and everything, which is fun, which we may still do. I may even live stream that. And that's fun, I enjoy that, but other than that, I don't have people I play with regularly. But I know you can do convoys in this game, and you can do multiplayer maps in Farming Simulator, so that would be kind of cool to start doing. Plus then you have somebody to interact with, right? So you just don't feel like you're talking to yourself all the time. The other game... Sorry, I had to cough. The other game that I just downloaded recently, which I haven't played a ton of, I think I just did the tutorial and then I got sidetracked recording the Call of Duty videos and everything and trying to figure out how to edit and all that stuff. But I have Construction Simulator as well, which is also kind of fun, because I mean, who doesn't want to operate a freaking tower crane, right? Or a mobile crane? I mean, isn't that something that little boys always dreamed of with their Tonka trucks in the sandbox? So that's fun. But like I said, I haven't played a lot of it, so... So I may be doing videos on that too at some point. One thing I do need to do, wow, is figure out a schedule. Am I going to continue uploading a video a day? Or do I do twice a week, once a week? And if I don't do a video a day, when do I do them? I'm just kind of thinking out loud, so welcome to my brain. It's a scary place, I'm telling you. But it was interesting talking to my therapist this week. Which I'm a big advocate of mental health, by the way. And I'll say I'm a big advocate because I should have started doing this shit years ago, and I didn't. But my therapist always starts by asking, you know, how things were going since we talked last and all that stuff. And she knew I started a YouTube channel, so I was talking about that and everything. And she posed a question of whether if YouTube was an outlet for me or if it was a way to suppress my PTSD further. And my answer to her was, that's a good question, because I've been running since 2008, so I have no idea what I'm using to mask it. But I do. Oddly enough, I won't say I was pushed to do YouTube, but I was highly encouraged by my bonus kids and my wife, I guess, and my Italian brother from another mother, Jay. All said that I'd be good at this because I play all the time, right? So why not record it? And of course my wife hears all this talking I'm doing right now is, I mean, not all of it, but some of it is shit that I would do as I'm sitting here playing. I'd just be talking to myself, and she'd be laughing when I had this set up in my or in the living room. So anyway, back to therapist. I think this YouTube provides me a sense of purpose. And for those that are watching this that have been in the military and are no longer in the military, know exactly what I mean by that statement. Like, I did 16 years straight out of high school. So I left high school and I went to basic training a month later. And 16 years was in the military. So in essence, I mean, shit, I kind of grew up in the military. So when you do that for 16 years, that's kind of you, and then get out, and I got out not the way I wanted to. Which I guess I could get into sometime. But let's just say I got out at 16 years and it wasn't something I wanted. But I made some bad decisions, and that's what happens. So but that being said, that's also why I haven't done anything since 2008, because I got out in 2008. Well, I was separated, administratively separated in 2008. So I was a little disgruntled and pissed off. And kind of still am. But I'm finally talking about it. But I think that, so back to the sense of purpose thing, I think YouTube provides me that, and some of you are probably like, what do you mean? Don't you like, or what do you do for work? And I don't. This is what I do. When I sold my truck, if you watched the last episode, when I sold my truck in September of 21, I was trying to get a job. What the hell do we have here? Okay. Yeah, I went through all the application process and everything, and you know, I thought it was going to be fairly simple to get a job. No, it's not. It's kind of a pain in the ass to get a job. Well, depending. Okay, like there's, and I don't mean to. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't mean to take away from what any job anybody else has. That's not what I mean. But there are just certain things that I'm not going to do because I don't want to do them, right? And I'm at a point in my life where I can make that choice. Now, if my wife didn't have a decent job and, you know, I had to do something to get bills paid, well then guess what my ass is doing? I'm gonna go do those things I don't want to do. However, I don't have to do that right now. So I decided to go back to school. And I had my GI Bill, but since I got out in 2008 and my GI Bill, I had converted my GI Bill to post 9/11 GI Bill. I don't know, the way they figure stuff out. See, here I go, I'm not paying attention. The way they figure stuff out, bottom line is they were going to pay 80%, right? Okay, fine. Which meant I had to come up with the other 20%. Now, we're fine for money, right? But we don't have that kind of money to start paying for, you know, classes and shit like that. So I looked into taking out loans, which I did. And then I got to a point when I got the paperwork from the loan place and what they said it was going to be to pay back just what I had loaned or borrowed at that point, which was like $8 grand. I was like, this is flippin' ridiculous. And I didn't say flippin'. I'm trying to get better with my, because as I'm editing videos, I found out I use that word a lot. So I'm trying to get better at that. But anyway, so that's when,
Turn right.
oh, and also a caveat, I got out in 2008, right? Well, you've only got a certain amount of time to use your GI Bill. So the other thing was in June of 2023 or April, maybe it was April, something like that. April, May, or June of 23, my GI Bill was running out, meaning it was going to be done. So now, I would have still had 2.5 years of school left at that time, which again baffles me because I have 3 associate degrees, so why I have to go to school for 3 years for a bachelor's is beyond me, but that's neither here nor there. So by looking at how much I was going to have to borrow and at the age I would be and how long it was going to take back, I'm like, what? Why? Is it even worth it? To some people it may be, to me it's not, so I'm not doing it. I'm not taking out $30,000, $40,000. Actually, the school I was going to, which is Strayer University, had estimated it was going to be like $55,000 in loans that I was going to need. Well, I got news for you. If I make the minimum payment on the student loan I currently have now, that's like $8,500, they're saying it's going to take me 120 months to pay that back. Are you for real? 10 years? Seriously? I mean, it's just... Okay, I'm going to say it. It's fucking stupid is what it is. So bottom line is, my wife and I had the conversation and, you know, what we were going to do, that sort of thing. And she pulled up the budget and all that stuff and she showed me the numbers and I was like, wait a minute, what? And basically what it came down to is I don't have to work right now if I don't want to. So that's where I'm at. I'm just chilling. And honestly, I've worked my ass off since I graduated high school, so there's that. Will I go back to work someday? Possibly. I mean, if something happens to her or something to where I have to, well, yeah, then I'm going to do what I got to do. I mean, if I really wanted a job, I could get one tomorrow, driving a truck. Although my CDL expired, so in that time, and I didn't renew it as a CDL because you really can't, because you have to have a medical card and all that crap, and I'm not with the company, so I'm not going to have a medical card, and so basically my CDL was going to go away anyway. Now, could I get another CDL? Yeah, I mean, I could pass the test, I can do all that shit, but I don't want to do that. And I know somebody's looking at this video right now being like, dude, you're driving a freaking truck now. Yeah, it's different. Because, for example, like right now, if I just wanted to exit out of this game and have this truck sit on the interstate right now, I can do that. I can't do that in real life. I mean, I love driving truck. It's just I don't like dealing with all the other bullshit out there. And if you drive a truck in real life, you know what I'm talking about. And it wasn't because I didn't have a good, I mean, my last 6 years I had a dream gig, really. I was home every weekend. So, wow, how did I, welcome to my brain. Like, we started on therapy, and how did I get on that? But bottom line is, though, it kind of all tied together, I guess, because therapy into YouTube, because she asked the YouTube question. But I think YouTube does give me a purpose. Plus, oddly enough, I kind of like it. Plus, I'm learning something new. I was terrified about editing videos. Now, granted, my edits aren't, spectacular. I'm not doing super fancy stuff. Maybe one day I will. I'll dabble in that. But I think I'm doing pretty good, considering I started doing test videos for me to watch to make sure I had all my settings right in the middle of September, roughly. And that's kind of when I started with the editing thing. Oh, and thumbnails. Yeah, so, I mean, I think I'm doing fine. I'm not great. But who is? I mean, I'm 20 days into this, so who the hell is going to be great right out of the gate? No one. Now, if you happen to be, then bravo. So yeah, even though I'm not, I don't have a huge following, I'm not monetized, I'm not whatever, it still provides me a purpose. And it's interesting. And the other thing is, I'm learning a skill. And guess what? I can still pivot. I could still pivot my career, my old ass. I mean, I got an information technology degree, and realistically, what am I doing right now too? It could be argued that I'm also creating a resume by doing these videos and editing and uploading, because that's another skill, right?
After 50 yards,
so,
exit right
while
ahead.
somebody watching this, listening to my story may have, and you can call me whatever you want, I don't care.
After 100 yards, turn left.
But the bottom line is I'm still learning.
Turn left.
Except I'm doing it on my own terms, and it's not costing me a dime. I'm not having to pay some college, $50,000 to get a degree or whatever. I'm doing this all on my own. At 48. So who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks, huh? Well, you may not be able to teach an old dog new tricks, but they can teach themselves tricks, right? Anyway. It's a good thing we're almost there, right? Y'all are probably thinking, Jesus, is he there yet? So he shuts the hell up. I don't know. Some of you probably already fast forwarded to the end so you didn't have to listen to all this crap.
Keep right. After 50 yards, turn right.
But honestly, that's, I don't know, if by me getting my story out there can help somebody, or if, you know, helps them get their brain in a different place, then I've done my job. That's all I really want to do. I'm not out here trying to, you know, be famous. I don't have to make a certain amount of money doing this to, you know, pay the bills. Hell, I don't even know if once I make it to that point of monetization, I don't even know if I'm going to monetize yet. I mean, that's a long ways away. So, yeah. You know, and if I monetize it, then there's that whole freaking shit you got to deal with there, because now you're another 1099 employee, and I've done that for the last 6-7 years as a truck driver. Paying quarterly taxes and all that shit, so, yeah, I mean, it's just a lot of stuff to think about. But back to that. I mean, I want to be one of those types of channels where you can come home for the day from work or whatever it is you're doing and be like, hey, this jackass put up another video. I want to watch him. Because when I watch him, he takes my mind off crap and I feel better. So, and even if that's, you know, looking at what I go through or my life and be like, wow, I thought I had it bad. Hey, whatever works, right? So if I can be someone's relief or whatever of shit they're going through in real life, hey, great. All about it. Oh, we are almost here, though.
Left. After 50 yards, turn left. Turn left.
Turn left. I'm not gonna lie, if you guys are like, holy crap, would he hurry up and get there so we don't have to listen to him? I'm kind of that same way at this point, only because my computer's been on all day in this room, and it's like
Turn right.
84 degrees in here right now.
You have reached your destination.
Because my PC tends to put out some heat. Okay, I've reached my destination. Where do you want the trailer at? Over to the left. Oh. Okay. That's what I wanted. So that's around the building. Okay. That's there. And that's just delivering. Okay, so either way, we got to come around this building. And this is going to be another training opportunity, I believe. Sorry. I need to get better with my mouse. Hopefully, one of these days, I need to research some more on that Tobii eye and head tracking system that I've talked about before. I mean, I can put it on the bottom of my monitor. The problem is that my wheelbase and wheel get in the way and may block it. So before I shell that money out, I want to make sure that it's going to work. Hey, you know what's impressive though? I pulled this Swift trailer and I didn't hit anything. I mean, there's got to be something for that, right? It's already been a great day. Oh, I didn't even listen to the Jakes in this truck. Yeah, they suck. Okay. Base game truck. What was I thinking? All right, so let's turn our flashers on here and get ready for this. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, and it's going to rain. Well, let's just throw another, you know, little monkey wrench in here. Which spot is it? Oh, and that one goes up. Okay, where are my lines? Okay, I literally can't. I may have to take this mod out. Okay, there should be 2 white lines. Oh, it's on the other side of this trailer. Oh, oh, you guys are in for a damn treat here. No, it's not. Okay, did it not say that it was on this side of the building? Right? Did I look at that map wrong? Let me pop in here again. Yeah, I looked at the map wrong, people. Imagine that. Yes, and I know I'm whispering. Now the thing is, though, do I want to turn around here or go around that way? I'm going to go around that way. So I'm going to back this up. I mean, to be fair, I have a Swift trailer, so if there were actually people here, nobody would think any different. They'd be like, oh, it's Swift, it's what they do. Oh, Swift jokes never get old. Alright, so let's go back in here now. We can go forward. I can't believe I completely looked at that backwards when we were at the gate. Although I don't know why it surprises me that much. Okay, so where does it want us here? Oh, that's why I thought it was on the other one. Because of the way I pulled in, and does it want us on the other side of this trailer? And I gotta pull up because it's not showing me. Okay, really? Okay. I think it's confirmed before the next episode I'm pulling that mod out because for some reason okay, let me pull up. This is becoming really dumb at this point. Wrong button. F3. Okay, wait. Why is it showing me this part again? I already did this. So it's showing me this as the red Press the following key to handle... Okay. Did I not select it? Confirm. Proceed to unloading area. Okay, apparently I didn't confirm it and I thought I did. So I was right the first time. I just didn't confirm it. Okay, so now when we come around here, the white line should be there. So it's not the mod's fault, Ty, it's just you're a dumbass and not doing stuff properly. Which should surprise no one. Alright, so now, see, we're coming to the flag, so we should see... Yeah, okay, see him. I can see him now, right in front of us. See those two white lines that are coming all the way out? Okay, so now... I'm gonna pull up here, but I'm not gonna back up, because we're not gonna have enough space. And I'm gonna stay out of the cab to show you all this. Because typically you want to be able to 45 these, and what I mean by that is set up a 45-degree angle to that parking spot. And that also allows you to see out of your driver's side so you can see that. We don't have that luxury. So I'm going to show you what we got to do. So we have to come over here and buzz this. Go up that little ramp a little bit. This would be even more fun if there were trailers in here. Now, if I'd have come around the other side of the building, it wouldn't be this difficult. But, okay, see how I am? There's no way in hell we're getting that in there, right? So now what I have to do is, this is a hell of a process. So I basically have to act like I'm backing it into one of these spots. And since there's no other trucks here, it's, you know, fairly easy. Okay, make sure you don't hit that. Okay, so now we gotta spin around. Okay, we need not kill the truck. I've been to places where you've had to do this before. And it's about as fun as what it seems. Because it's not at all. Because typically in real life it's way more difficult. Because they'll have shit sitting everywhere and, you know. Alright. So now this isn't ideal. Right? Because I typically... Oh, it's not going to let me. I typically want that to be a 45, which I may back up here and I may reset it up as that. But what we have here now is a blind side back, and by blind side meaning the left side of the truck, because obviously if you're in the truck you can't hardly see shit. Now, if you're really good, you're not talking and doing this at the same time, and then you freaking... now what I have had to do before is, most of these trucks have electronic mirrors, so you'll sit with your left hand up there and you will adjust that right hand mirror. And then probably right here in real life, you would actually pull your brakes and get out and make sure that you're not going to hit that other trailer. I don't think I'm going to get this on the first try. Maybe I am. I don't think I am because the trailer's not tracking right. Oh, there it is. Now it's coming in. Okay. I get that that's giving me green, but although there are sometimes, depending, I mean, that's fairly straight on the door, but you could actually drop that trailer like that in real life. As long as it's straight on the door. So you know what? I pissed around doing that long enough, so we will just call that good. Alrighty, did we level up? Level 4. Should have another skill point. And we do. Okay, so keeping in with what I said in the previous episode, I would get one in all of these before I go back to long distance. Fuel economy is going to be filled last. I'll tell you that right now, because it really doesn't matter. Alrighty, folks, and with that, episode 5 for Road to 5 million is in the books. One update, I have had 2 people comment on the videos, and they both said I should take a loan. So, in the next episode, that's what I'm doing. We're going to buy a truck. So I'll show you that whole process. I won't do anything prior to. I'll go through the whole process. What I am going to do, though, because I'm probably going to configure it like my one that I use on my personal profile, I am probably going to go in there and write everything down or take a mental note of stuff that I have on it. So I'm not sitting here trying to hunt for stuff and it taking forever in the video. So, and with that, I appreciate y'all watching. Take care. Bye.